The Numerology of the Iron Gates by Temple of Blood. I am not saying that such is an intentional code, but blank pages and other such formatting issues in occult books can be interpreted as conveying its own message. The blank pages of Iron Gates by Temple of Blood start before Chapter 1 with pages numbered 3 and 4. There are 3 completely blank pages after the logo on page 400, 14 chapters that don't have a blank page after it, chapters 18 and 31 end in 2, and the page numbers of the blank pages either total 3,432 if we exclude the fully blank ones, are 4,638 if we include the fully blank pages. The chapters with no blank pages are 5, 8, 13 to 16, 19, 20, 23 to 26, 28, and 29. 14 refers to the peak of the moon, 13 to 16 to the full moon, 17 to a night and day of basic ritual, or to human sacrifice. 3,432 can refer to real-world deeds with a group or material ends. 4,638 can be considered as on the emotional plane, going beyond guilt, shame, and fear in a realm beyond trauma, are the breakthroughs. 31 is the number of days in January, March, May, July, October, and December. It is also the number of chapters in Proverbs, but we are writing or following our own Bible with a sense of parables that takes us beyond organizational rules. But an organization and the presences they work with can take us further along than mere wanting to be something without training or guidance. What are we becoming? Some of these numbers will mean something to someone, and 218 is a current that is said to also be associated with the order of 9 angles, which fits in with the anti-cosmic and Gnostic implications of this text. The paths of what are called the dark gods that can be said to be listed are Shugara and Sha'atan, also known as Satanus. If we use the numbers on the blank pages, Aosath, Gawatham, Nemeku, Maktoron, Velpecula, Cthana, Devchina, Saraktanas, and Alastaros. If we use the numbers of chapters with no blank pages, order of 9 angle people abhor gematria or any Kabbalah, but let's be real that such undermines the revelatory character of the adulterated Judeo-Christian scriptures more than it confines spirituality to their conservative and liberal terms. And to iterate what the numbers are, page 3 and 4 are blank, and then we have chapter 1, then page 8, chapter 2, then page 33, then page 42, 4, then page 62, 5 and 6, and then 90, 7, and then 96, 8 and 9, and then 136, 10, and 154, 11 and 158, 12 and 172, 13 to 17, then 218, 18, then 224 and 225, 19 to 21, and 252. I think that's the age of the oldest living Chinese person on record. Well, I mean, he died, but I think that was his age when he died. Very few live over 120, but 22 and then 260, 23 to 27, then 350, 28 to 30, then 394, 31, and then 398 and 399, then 3 completely blank pages after 400. And I mean, I'm going to tell you what people are going to want to hear, per se. The book needs some editing, so it's not perfectly written. So there's that to look at. And some people, I guess, would buy the book for fetishistic purposes or something like that. But I definitely see it as going beyond that. And the reviews about it, particularly promoting one sort of horrible thing after the, nuclear war gangs and stuff going around versus another thing, I don't really see it as portraying that angle. And I see some things represented that I'll talk about in another program. But it's relatively realistic in, it can get that bad after things happen. But the point of some stuff, I think it's leading towards something a bit more than just what people call criminality or perversion. Perhaps informing you how bad it can get.